Colleagues, it is important for us to have this opportunity to conduct bilateral meeting in the margins of the conference which the Chinese friends convened. We presented our detailed approach to the solution of the problems of Afghanistan, inherited by your people after the 20 years of activities of the so-called coalition. Briefly, I will summarize what I mentioned in the negotiations we just attended. We are convinced that the international community must actively cooperate with your government, encouraging you to take necessary steps for the official recognition by the United Nations and all its members. And the key is to ensure inclusivity of your government structures, not only from ethno-confessional point of view, but also from the point of view of involving other political forces in the government. In particular, as I understand, Hamid Karzai and Abdullah stay in Kabul and they're ready to contribute to consolidation of the country under the new circumstances. We will encourage national dialogue under the leadership of the Taliban. And of course, humanitarian assistance is the priority at this stage, and the international community must actively participate in those efforts. When we met in Moscow last fall, in the Moscow format, we have issued the appeal, the call upon the international community and the United Nations to convene a conference on humanitarian assistance, on urgent humanitarian assistance to Afghanistan. Unfortunately, the United Nations bureaucracy was taking time to respond to this call, and at last a conference was convened, or is being convened today, as far as I understand, in Great Britain. And we have reasons to believe that it is not by incident that they did it on the same day as we assembled in China. We have reasons to suspect that it was done on purpose, just to counter the conference against our meeting today. As we say, better later than never. And from this point of view, this effort by the international community on the humanitarian front must be encouraged. But in a mid-term and long-term interests, it is crucial to start parallel with the humanitarian problems, to start resolving the problems of sustainable economic development as a basis for sustainable solution of social issues. And recently, just a few days ago, our delegation, consisting of economic agencies and infrastructural companies' representatives, visited Kabul. And I would not repeat what they were discussing, but the overall assessment is that this was a positive meeting, and the directions of our future cooperation were discussed, and I believe they have support on both sides. And as you have heard just now, all neighbors of Afghanistan and other friends like Qatar, Indonesia, are ready to contribute to these efforts for rehabilitation of your economy, but we all believe that the key burden, a financial burden, to finance these endeavors must be buried by the United States and the allies who were present in Afghanistan for 20 years and did not leave behind any industrial or any other useful enterprise. Instead, they just arrested your money, and now half of this amount they are going to reserve for the families of the victims of 9/11/2001, while Afghanistan has nothing to do with that terrible, horrible crime. We talked to the Americans regarding the need for them to contribute a lot to rehabilitation of Afghanistan, of its economy, and just today, in the margins of our meetings, Zamir, who is our special envoy of the President on Afghanistan, met with his colleagues in the format of expanded troika. Russia, China, the United States, plus Pakistan, and of course we keep this format open for Iranian colleagues. And after they resolve their problems with the United States, I think they should join, and maybe Zamir can say a few words about their discussion today.